Today I'm discussing about the patriotism. What is the relation between patriotism and nationalism? What is important for what is the important role for patriotism? What is the historical example related to the patriotism? I'm going to describe all the things within this patriotism. Yes, let come on. Okay, let patriotism. Patriotism means deshbhakta, the noble sacrifice and love to the nation. The noble sacrifice, yes, the noble sacrifice life of love and noble sacrifice of love and affection, affection to the nation is called patriotism. The patriotism is almost equivalent balance to the nationalism, to the nationalism. Ready to sacrifice for the nation. Patriotism is also also called feelings of motherhood, feelings of motherhood to the nation, to the nation and nation and to the nation. Patriotism patriotists are think patriots are thinking the nation is higher than the nation. The nation is higher than the heaven. Higher than the heaven. Higher than the heaven. is also the catalyst of catalyst of national unity and prosperity. National unity and prosperity. Feeling of patriotism. Feeling of patriotism. In every individual assists for the national individual assist for the national development. All the people should stand in one point for the national interest, for the national interest and sovereignty of the motherland. Sovereignty of motherland. All the people should stand in one point, or that means one point means common point for the national interest and sovereignty of the nation. Patriots fight for the peace and development for the nation. This is national security. Nobody should not compromise. Nobody should not compromise the national security. So Napoleon Bonaparte said that patriots people patriots people want nation want to exchange to exchange to exchange the blood with nation. Feeling of feeling of patriotism, patriotism, patriotism. Feeling of patriotism is one of the best way of corruption. The good governance is possible possible due to the feeling of possible due to the feeling of patriotism. Patriotism. We have a great, glorious history. We have a glorious history about the glorious history, about the example of, we have glorious history of patriotism. Our ancestors lost their life for the protection of nation, lost their life for the protection of nation. They fought they fought for the nation, without concerning their life. Their life. Bhakti Thapa Balabhadra कुंवर अमर सिंह अमर सिंह शाह भक्ति थापा अमर सिंह शाह बलभद्र कुंवर had lost their life, had lost their life for the protection of for the protection of nation, protection of nation. So the motherland and protection of the nation. Patriotism build the positive vibes towards the nation, towards the nation, towards the nation. The crime and criminal activities will reduce when the patriotism is developed. Patriotism developed in mind of the people, mind of the people, mind of people. The patriotism also assists to reduce the impunity, to reduce the impunity, to reduce the impunity. Patriotism help the people help the people help the people for their national responsibility, for national responsibility, responsibility, national responsibility, ability. The common agenda, loyalty, for nation, for nation, loyalty for nation, equal rights, common agenda, loyalty for nation, fight for equal right, fight for equal right, and fight for the social evils are also related to the patriotism. Evils are also related to the patriotism. Also related to the patriotism. The patriot works for the betterment, of nation, betterment of nation. The people damn care. The people damn care about their life for the sake of nation. Damn care about their life for the sake of motherland, for the sake of motherland. For the sake of motherland. The unity is the feeling of patriotism, which help for the national strength, national security, all the mechanism, mechanism will be corrected by feeling nationalism. So, nation first. So, the nation first is the agenda for patriots. Let's fight. Let's unite and fight for the nation. Let's unite and fight for the nation, and its sovereignty. The development, prosperity, development, prosperity, accountability, peace settlement, and rule of law is possible through the feeling of patriotism. Feeling of patriotism. Let's come on. Patriotism. What is patriotism? The noble sacrifice and love of the nation. A love and affection of the nation is called patriotism. It is also equivalent to nationalism also. Equivalent to, not exactly, but it is equivalent to nationalism. Patriotism. Patriotism, I mean the Deshbhakti. You see the exact word Deshbhakti. Patriotism is also called feeling of motherhood for the nation. Motherhood. Suppose our first God is mother, you see. Same, we compare the nation as a mother because we give birth in our nation. That's why such type of feeling appear inside the mind. That is a feeling of mind about the nation. It's called patriotism. I give you blood and you give me the nation. That is given by, it's a saying by the Shakespeare. So the people, they want to exchange the nation with blood, means they are ready to sacrifice their life to fight against the enemies to protect the nation. That is the reality. So the national patriotism is such type of feelings inside our brain. Means people leave all the thing, they damn care everything to protect the nation, for the nation, for the national sovereignty and security. This is the national security. Patriots people want to exchange the blood with nation. Feeling of patriotism, one of the best way of corruption. If we have a patriotism, definitely every people feeling the patriotism. If they feel the patriotism, definitely the corruption will be reduced, collapsed. The good government is possible when the feeling of patriotism among all the government, all the organ of the government. I mean, when the parties they are feeling about the patriotism and they do not want to take the benefit for the nation. I mean, they do not involve in corruption. That's why good government is possible when the patriotism is developed in our people. I mean, all the executive bodies, administrative executive body and legislative body should be increase their feeling towards the nation. So we have a glorious history, you see, glorious history. Our Bhakti Thapa, our brave martyrs, Said, they lost their life for the nation. They lost their life for the nation. They are ready to fight for the enemies to protect the nation without taking anything. Yeah, without for they fought 1 month for the protection of the nation. This is the reality of the patriotism. This is the real example of the patriotism. So we have a great, glorious history. They lost their life. Amar Singh Thapa, Bhakti Thapa had lost their life for the protection of the nation. Bhakti Thapa, Bilbadar Thapa. Patriotism build the positive vibes towards the nation. You see, crime and criminal activities will reduce when the patriotism is developing in the mind of the people. They need a peace. They need peace within the nation. This is the feeling of patriotism. So the crime and criminal activities will reduce when the people feel about the patriotism. Yeah. This is the risk. The patriotism also assists to reduce the impunity. The patriotism helps to people for the national responsibility. Yes. It develops the national responsibility. The rule of law is possible through the unity of the people, means patriot people. Yes. And the patriot people, they always raise their voice of the evil activities, anti-national activity. They always fight. Patriots people always fight about the anti-national activities, corruption and other impunity. They are ready to fight because all the things are connected to the nation. They're feeling our nation should be intact, our nation should be developed, the corruption should be reduced, and the impunity should be reduced. And we have to unite for the nation, we have to fight for the nation, we have to fight for the sovereignty, we have to fight for the prosperity of the nation. This is the feeling of patriotism. This kind of patriotism, nationalism, nationhood, motherhood. That is the patriotism work for the betterment of the nation. They always work for the betterment of the nation. They always think for the nation first. Because nation, if the nation is existing, so we are the Nepalese. If the nation Nepal is not existing, why you can say I am Nepalese? No. It is the reality, you see. So the sovereignty first, nation first, so we Nepal. Nepal first, so we Nepali. So existing of Nepal, so it is possible we are Nepali. So if the Nepal is collapsed, then how is it possible we are Nepali? No. That's why patriotism has a great role for unity, and it is directly connected to the nation. It is directly connected to the motherland. This is directly connected to the country. The unity is the feeling of patriotism, which for the nation strength and national security, all the mechanism will be All the mechanism will be corrected by feeling nationalism. Feeling nationalism, yes. The development, prosperity, accountability, peace settlement, and the rule of law is possible through the feeling of patriotism. Security also, we have to put the security, peace settlement, and rule of law. Yes, peace settlement. Yes, this this is possible. Only the possible through the increasement increasement of the feeling of nationalism, feeling of patriotism. The feeling of patriotism catalyzed the national development. It catalyzed the national development. It catalyzed the nationhood. It catalyzed the unity of the nation. It catalyzed the strengthening of the nation. It catalyzed to protect the sovereignty of the nation. That's all.